Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Teachers Retirement System Board meeting for September 20th, 2018, and welcome back for a full board meeting. We already did the welcome back at the investment meeting to the new school year. Patricia, would you please call the roll?
John Adler.
I'm here.
Thomas Brown.
Here.
David Kazansky.
Present.
Lindsay Oates. Deborah Penny. Here. Susanna Vickers.
On her way. Okay. So do we have a quorum?
We do have a quorum.
Great, thank you. All right, let us proceed.
All right, so first on the agenda is an update on TRS operations from Kavita Conlaw.
Thank you, Patricia. So far this school year, approximately 4,400 new members have been enrolled with TRS. Based on the data received from Department of Education and charter schools, new members receive a welcome letter from TRS when they are enrolled. Approximately 13,500 members elected to increase their TDA contribution rates in advance of the retroactive payment that they will receive on October 15th under the UFT contract. The retroactive payment provides members a rare opportunity to make a large one-time deposit into their TDA account. TRS contacted eligible members by email with instructions for adjusting their TDA rates before and after the payment. Over the summer, TRS conducted an email campaign to members who need to receive a required distribution, or RMD, from their TDA account. The goal of the campaign was to make members aware of when and how they could receive their RMD. Over 11,000 members were contacted. So far, over 3,000 have responded. Those who do not respond will receive a distribution at year end. TRS is now on Twitter. We are expanding our social media presence to better connect with our members and supplement on other communication channels. Our primary goal with Twitter and all our social media is to drive traffic to our website and promote such service there. Follow us on Twitter at myTRSNYC. Thank you.
Okay, before we proceed, let's let the record reflect that Tisha Lapadula has arrived representing Lindsay Oates.
Correct. Hi. Hello.
Okay.
How's everybody?
All right, so next is a report from the actuary.
Thank you. There were 5 fiscal notes that were issued since the last time we met as a board. The first 3 are a family of COLA fiscal notes. The first one is one that we had done last year as well. You might recall that one of the proposed legislations wanted to extend the COLA to retirees that retired between 1961 and 1972. And assuming someone who retired at 65 in 1961 was actually born 2 centuries ago in 1896. So you can imagine that this doesn't affect a lot of people. But because this is TRS, there's actually 35 people that this did affect. Wow. Surprisingly. Wow. Well, if you were born in 1972, you were born in early 1900s. So.
Now, if you were born in 1972?
I'm sorry, if you retired at 65 in 1972, you were born in the early 1900s. So it does not just those who were born in 1896, but so there were 35 individuals, and I don't know if you actually got the fiscal note or not, but we did one for all NYCers, and you can see that the dollar amounts affect the other systems a lot more, just because for police and for the uniformed folks, they're allowed to retire a lot sooner, so they're younger, and it affects a lot more people in their retirement systems. But for teachers, it was $178,400 in annual contributions for the first year. And then the second COLA fiscal note was increasing the COLA from 50% to CPI, which is what it is currently, to 100% CPI. That is, the cost here is about $1 billion, and that's a lot more reflective of what a COLA fiscal note should cost. It essentially is doubling the COLA, but not completely, because there are caps of, there is a ceiling of 3% of CPI. So the third COLA fiscal note was to increase the surviving spouse's COLA from 50% of what the retiree would receive to 100%, which is 50% is what they would receive right now. And doubling it to 100% of what the retiree would receive is what the proposed legislation was asking for. And this was 147 million approximately. And you might ask why it's not half of the other fiscal note of increasing it from 50% CPI to 100% CPI. And that's because of a number of factors. One is that not all retirees select a joint survivor annuity, so that if they select a single life annuity, for example, there is no COLA presented to the surviving spouses after they pass away. That's one of them, one reason. Another reason is that even if you select a J&S, the beneficiary only receives a COLA if it is a spouse. So if it is, a parent, if it's a kid or a grandkid, then the COLA does not extend to them. And obviously also when the member passes away and not necessarily their beneficiary might have predeceased them and not have a COLA passed on to them. So that's why it's not half of the $1 billion. The fourth fiscal note is a picture bill. It is for Mr. Jonathan Grossman, who wanted to include his vacation days into his final average salary when calculating his retirement benefit. And that worked out to be $222,000 in contributions and additional contributions. Surprisingly, that's actually this one picture bill is more than 35 individuals having their COLA extended, the first fiscal note. And then lastly, this last fiscal note is for establishing the position of school resource officers. And this position would be employing public servants who were in law enforcement previously and would now be hired to work in a school to perform school safety or security functions. And this is probably has somewhat to do with recent school shootings and all that. So it is the first time we did this fiscal note, and it would raise the earnings cap for them, the post-retirement earnings cap for them, so that if they had outside employment that is over a certain limit, that their pension benefits wouldn't cease. So the current limit right now is $30,000. If you have outside employment and you have outside employment that's more than $30,000, your pension benefit actually ceases. The proposed legislation was to increase this cap from $30,000 to $50,000. And because, like I said, it's the first time we did it, it's a new position. It depends on a lot of uncertainties, such as what is the budget, like how many people would they hire, how many people would the schools hire, what salary would they pay these school resource officers, and what their outside employment might be. We didn't proceed to assume how many school resource officers there were, but we did price it such that if there were 100 school resource officers hired, the cost would be approximately $180,000 to $240,000 a year in contributions.
Questions for Sherry on the fiscal notes? Great, thank you, Sherry.
Next is the executive director's report. And the first item there is the matter of the next meeting. And it has been suggested that the next regular board meeting of the Teachers Retirement System be held on the third Thursday of the month, October 18th, 2018. So I should mark the calendar.
Thank you.
Next is the authorization to the controller of the City of New York to invest certain funds.
Please waive the reading.
Okay, so can we have a motion to approve the resolution, our regular quarterly resolution, to approve the authorization to the controller to invest certain funds?
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Penny. Any discussion? All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions? Motion carries.
The next item is the authorization to the controller of the City of New York to invest certain tax-deferred annuity funds.
Again, please waive the reading.
Okay, again, we have we'll entertain a motion to approve the authorization to the controller to invest certain tax-deferred annuity funds. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Penny. Any discussion? All in favor of the motion to approve the authorization for the controller to invest certain tax-deferred annuity funds, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Next is attendance at a conference, and the following resolution is presented for consideration of possible adoption. Resolved that the trustees of the Teachers Retirement Board hereby approve the attendance and participation of the executive director and/or her designees and any interested trustee at the National Council on Teacher Retirement 96th Annual Conference from October 7th to October 9th, 2018.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve attendance at the NCTR conference?
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Vickers.
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Kazansky. By the way, did we note for the record that Ms. Vickers is in attendance? I'm not sure we did, but please note that for the record. Thank you. Okay, so we have a motion made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor of the motion to approve the resolution to approve attendance at the NCTR conference, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Next, attendance at the conference, and the following resolution is presented for consideration of possible adoption. Resolved that the trustees of the Teachers Retirement Board hereby approve the attendance and participation of the executive director and/or designees and any interested trustee at the 22nd Annual NASP New York Symposium from November 8th to November 9th, 2018.
Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Vickers. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Kazansky. Any discussion? All in favor of the motion to approve the resolution for attendance at the NASP New York Symposium, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions? Motion carries. Does that conclude our executive director's report?
It does.
Thank you.
Next is on the agenda is the calendar, and first item on the calendar is the matter of the approval of all minutes for the month of June 7th investment meeting minutes, June 20th SIM minutes, and June 21st, 2018 board minutes.
So I'm going to respectfully request that we lay over the approval of minutes because I don't think the board received them. At least I don't think that I received them except for the June 7th investment meeting, which I requested. I think perhaps in the summer recess, there was they weren't sent out. At least I didn't see them. I don't know if anybody else here saw them.
We sent those out last Thursday, but we could certainly resend them.
Okay, I didn't see them last Thursday, but it could be that it was an oversight on my part. So I have not had a chance to review them. So unless there are objections, I would request that we lay it over until the next month. That's right.
And we'll resend those.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so then continuing with the calendar.
Okay, so you all received an electronic copy of the calendar.
Yes.
Please waive the reading of the calendar.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have,
You're swallowing it through.
say again?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so we have the items of the calendar in front of us. Can we have a motion to approve the calendar items for September 20, 2018?
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. Any discussion of the calendar? All in favor of the motion to approve the calendar for September 20, 2018, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Next is other business, and just want to inform you that Dr. Walter Pizzi was reappointed for a third-year term beginning August 1st, 2018. And we also have a presentation on our departmental help desk from Anthony Mezzacappa.
Good afternoon. I'm Tony Mezzacappa, Director of Benefits Administration. I'm here to speak about the Departmental Help Desk at TRS. As you know, TRS is undergoing a complex modernization effort. It's not just an IT project, but a business transformation project. Modernization is changing our day-to-day processes, flow of activity, as well as organizational structure to accommodate these changes. We have a strong need to retain and create business and technical experts in the business units so the business can self-serve and raise the level of service to our members. It is our vision to be more member-centric. In all of our efforts at TRS, we have one main question that's always asked: how is this going to impact our members? When a member takes time out of their day to present a request to our welcome center, it's TRS's vision that they leave here with an accurate and timely solution that resolves their issue that day, or as soon as possible, depending on the complexity of the request. To help us accomplish our modernization effort and vision, we established departmental help desks. This diagram demonstrates where the departmental help desk fits in the process. Within each of our business units, accounting, benefits administration, and member services, there is a departmental help desk. Each help desk is staffed with business users that have analytical capabilities and can function collaboratively. Although the help desks are embedded in each business unit, they work as a team and communicate daily to solve interdepartmental issues together. In the old model, when business users encountered an issue, multiple requests would be made to our IT service desk for resolution, often causing confusion. At times, there was no real issue. The new model will help to eliminate this problem and help the business to be more self-sufficient. For the modernization effort and beyond, the departmental help desk will give the business units the opportunity to create business system experts. They work with development teams to understand functionality and interdependencies. They have become knowledgeable in Aspen functionality, as well as the functionality and how it works behind the scenes. By the way, Aspen is the name of our new pension system, which stands for Agile Straight-Through Processing Pension System. The help desk also understands the business processes end-to-end from a people, process, and technology perspective. The help desk will provide dedicated and immediate focus to support business users. For both pre- and post-modernization, they're going to work alongside managers and subject matter experts to develop and deliver procedures, training, testing, and problem solving. They also triage, troubleshoot, and report identified issues from a system perspective as well as from a business perspective. Also to identify the validity of the issue. Is it a true issue or is it a training issue? And they act as liaison for the business with IT service desk and the vendor. For issue resolution and prioritization, new releases, and they participate in the vendor user group. Some of the benefits that we see from this are business self-reliance and self-serve. It gives the business the ability to analyze issues, uncover the root cause when possible, and the impact. Only true issues will be reported to the IT service desk, allowing for quicker resolution to issues. It also addresses business training needs that are going to come up as we go through this process. It aligns with our TRS vision of self-serve to be more self-sufficient, as well as to allow IT to focus on development and maintenance of our technology and not be bothered with non-issues that can take up their time. And a big one for us is the knowledge sharing. The help desk will share technical and process knowledge with business units to create departmental expertise so they can problem solve. The current focus of the help desk is to support the operational readiness team for phase 4 modernization, which is for death benefits and online payments, which is targeted for the early 2019 implementation. The operational readiness team is there to ensure that we're ready to go live, that the staff has been trained, procedures are in place, the system's good to go, and there's no showstoppers. The help desk is focused on currently reviewing new processes with the business, providing training to staff, and participating in testing to analyze, evaluate, and prioritize issues that are identified. In closing, the more knowledge that we can impart on staff in the business units, the better we can serve our membership with accurate and timely solutions to their requests. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for Anthony? Great. Thank you. So are we up to
Questions and comments from the public?
Any questions or comments from the public? The public is silent.
Possible to get an email copy of the presentation?
We get an email copy of the presentation? Sure.
Email copy.
Great, thank you. Okay, so I think we adjourned the meeting. So I think that concludes our public business for today. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Appreciate your stepping up on that one.
Anytime.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Vickers. Any discussion? All in favor of the motion to adjourn, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions? The motion passes. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you.